At this point, is there even any hope in having kids? I don't think there is. Because what am I gonna do with a kid? Love it, raise it well, take care of it, be its father? Hell no. I got stuff to do. I gotta make big moves. I gotta make money moves. And you want me to worry about a kid? And plus, having a kid implies that I would be married, or at least have a girlfriend, and that would imply that we'd be staying together for the rest of our lives. Can I do that? Can I really stay with someone for the rest of my life? One person? That seems unrealistic. Is my cock and balls just a waste of space? Is my semen even needed? Probably not. Those sperm cells have nowhere to go, and they probably will have nowhere to go ever. You know how many children I've killed? You know how many genocides I've committed over the years? Millions, billions, trillions, and not a single one of them has turned into a child. What am I even doing? If I was a caveman, I'm sure I probably would have had 10 children by now. But in this day and age, you're lucky if you can even get a phantom of a child. I've been thinking about this a lot recently, but this could be the end of my bloodline. Like, straight up. I'm so focused on myself and what I want to do, there is no space for anyone else to come into my life. Probably because I don't leave the door open, the door's closed, but damn, at least someone could try to break the door down, you know? I got all this manhood and testosterone for nothing. An unlimited supply of semen and nowhere to throw it. This is ridiculous. This isn't what God intended. My ancestors would be disappointed in me. In their mid-20s, they probably had like 5 kids by now. And a 6th on the way. But the only children that I have are mosquito children. Did you know that female mosquitoes are the ones that suck your blood? It's not males that do that. And they use your blood that they suck to like fertilize their eggs or something like that. So really, we have a bunch of mosquito children out there that we don't even know about. Or maybe I should be one of those guys that freezes their sperm and then, you know, uses it in a future date. Like, I'll be 70 years old and I'm like, oh, finally, I think I'm ready to have kids. And then I'll go to the sperm bank and I'll be like, oh, I'll take my sperm and then I'll find some 20-year-old girl and be like, please have my children be the incubator. And she's like, yes, sugar daddy, because I'll be rich by at that point. And then we'll get married, and then I'll die in like 1 year when I'm 71, and then she'll take all my money. Maybe that's my future. Well, even if I don't have kids, it's not actually completely the end of my bloodline, because you know, I have a bunch of cousins and stuff like that, and they have kids, so I guess, you know, my blood will somewhat carry on somehow, some way, I guess, through the family. But if you had no cousins, if you had no siblings, it's just you by yourself, like, it's all up to you. Everything resides on you carrying on this lineage. But I have no pressure at all. Now that I think about it, can you, like, let's say someone donated sperm and they like kept it there, you know, stored somewhere for future use, and then that person dies. What happens? Could somebody that like wanted a child just use some dead person's sperm and be like, because they don't have a partner, they'll be like, I want to be pregnant. Can they use that? Because I mean, what's the difference? What's the difference between, you know, donating your organs for someone else after you die and donating your sperm? You feel me? You know what they should have? They should have like breeding grounds for humans. Like, instead of everybody having their own children and their own families and stuff, we select the top best males in the world and the best females in the world, and we just put them in like a breeding camp, and that's all they do 24/7. They just breed, and they're the ones that keep the human population going, and none of us have to worry about having kids. You can if you want to, but you don't really have to, because those breeding bulls over there are you know, they've got it locked down. And it'll be like, you know, a facility for each country. Like, China will have their best males and their best females just breeding constantly, and then America will have their best males and females breeding constantly in their camps. Same with Australia, India, Japan, Russia, Canada, Madagascar, Egypt, you know. And then we can have like an international camp as well, where they make international babies, you know, multiracial babies. I think that would be a good use of everybody's tax money. But yeah, that's all I had to say. Goodbye.